Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is the Frontline Changes report. And there is a few frontline change, which is all rather important. I will start off with the Vasile. So over in the north, in the Sivas front, so this is Sivas city, and this is the Sivas front. At the Vasile region, just south of Vimka, there is Russian forces being geolocated to be attacking Ukrainian positions through infantry and whatnot. And this actually is a geolocated within Ukrainian territory, which means that the Russians have actually made an attack against the Ukrainian position. So this actually increased the front line. We will continue to monitor the situation over this area here. This is on the northeastern part of Vasile, which Russians previously have captured. So this progress down this railway line towards Vimka continues, but it's going to be very, very slow. We will continue to monitor to see how this progress. And the next frontline change is over at Nevelske. So this is the AVDIIVKA front. The battle of AVDIIVKA is ongoing. The Ukrainian forces have announced a withdrawal, but no withdrawal don't happen suddenly, so you got to take some time. So the battle continues with the Russians continue to have a lot of ground to capture. But over in the southwestern part of AVDIIVKA front at Nevelske, there is some major changes in terms of the front line. Russian forces have captured these three lines along this just off Nevelske. So the Russian forces have attacked Nevelske and captured a lot of grounds in this area here, and the next battle is going to be at Nevelske itself. Because there's no more tree lines or defenses separating between the Russian front line and the Ukrainian settlement. So we will continue to monitor to see how this develops over at the Nevelske region. And we move into the northern part of AVDIIVKA. So the battle of AVDIIVKA is still ongoing. It's not over yet, despite the announcement of withdrawal. Some of the Russian mapping very excitedly just colored the entire city red. I don't think that is correct. Just like the situation in the Bakhmut, Battle of Bakhmut, in Severodonetsk, in Lysychansk, in Popasna, in Mariupol, we are following the exact same formula. We will monitor to see the progress of where the Russians have captured, because even if the battle is effectively over, it's not over yet. The Russian forces have attacked into the south, into the city itself. They continue to progress further, and there is video footage of showing them that they have raised the flag in the park region. There is a city park over there. They raise it on the monument, proving the presence of the Russian forces at this location right here. The Russian forces also continue to progress down the western road, as well as continue to blow up away from the salient that they have break through into the western outskirts of AVDIIVKA city. They are moving towards Leshtoshkine, which is going to be a likely stronghold of the Ukrainian forces, and the Russian forces is pushing very quickly over there. We will continue to monitor to see how it goes. And this one, the southern push is towards this very important road. The Ukrainians need to retreat out of AVDIIVKA. This is the only road left that the Ukrainians can use, and it's a dirt road. It's not even a proper road, so it's a dirt road. It's a dirt path. So the Russian forces is now pushing south, and they are pretty much in rifle range already. They're around 400 meters away. It's pretty much at the maximum extent of what a assault rifle can do. Definitely a machine gun can definitely reach that range, because machine gun is targeting around a kilometer sometimes. So that's the situation over the frontline change over in the northern part of AVDIIVKA. On the eastern part of AVDIIVKA, there is also frontline change. There is geolocation confirming Russian forces are inside of the Donetsk filtration station. This forced the Ukrainian mappers to concede this entire area along the road, the highway to the Russians. And I believe that in the next few days, due to the call for withdrawal of the Ukrainian forces, we're going to see much more faster frontline changes over in this eastern part, because this is so deep into the salient, into the bulge. The Ukrainian forces in this area must be running for their life in this area here. We'll continue to monitor to see the frontline change as we continue to monitor the Russian capture of AVDIIVKA front. of the AVDIIVKA city. Over in the southern part of AVDIIVKA, the Russian forces also continue to push north. The progress here is a little bit slower because the Russian forces are still clearing the area that the Ukrainians have abandoned. So previously, in our previous frontline changes report, the Ukrainians have given up this entire area here. This is a huge area that the Ukrainians have conceded after the Russians' pincer movement has been successful closing the gap. And so in this area here, the Russian forces is still busy clearing up all these areas and the settlements, including this the Vineyard number 2 area, which is this small little settlement close to the air defense base. The air defense base is here, so the Russian forces is still busy doing this clearance operation. So only the very frontline troops is pushing a little bit north to slowly move forward. So the operation around this area is still mostly a sweeping operation. So which is why I believe the southern part, the progress is a bit slower. And this is also confirmed because of geolocation of Russian forces basically raising their flag over one of the strongholds, which is basically the flyover on this road towards AVDIIVKA city in the south. So this footage that just came out over the past 24 hours simply shows that the Russian forces is moving and capturing all this position, or clearing all this position, whereas based on Ukrainian mapping, they basically have already conceded the entire area to the Russians. And so I believe this is all the frontline changes over the past 24 hours. The concentration largely is over in the AVDIIVKA front, with Nevelske and the AVDIIVKA city taking the front seat, which is why I take the back seat guy to be shown in front, which is the progress over at the northeastern part of Vasily. Anyway, thank you for watching this, the Frontline Changes report. Do press the like button, subscribe, check out the Battle of AVDIIVKA, the report, and also look out for the situation report, the SITREP, that will be coming up later. I'll see you guys in the next update.